Welcome to the second video in the bridge design series. This video is to give you the overview of designing a bridge. The first thing we're going to look at is the CaddPro interface and how we can open it up. The first way to do this is by toggling to the CaddPro workflow, and we can do that up at the top of the menu there. Change that to CaddPro. And now we'll see the CaddPro icons. We can then click on the Create Beam icon and the program will load up. The other way to load the program is from the menu, and we just get to the menu item and click on that, and the program is also loaded up. The next thing that we need for the program to work are the 2D elements. So what we need is the beam center line, the beam edge lines, the beam end lines at the end of the beam, and then we also need the bearing center lines at either end of the beam. The other thing that we need is a surface representing our design surface. So I'll just quickly open up that model. It has to be in the same file, and you can see it's made up of triangles that represent the design surface. Later in other videos we'll talk in detail how to create these triangles. So we'll just go back to our beams model. And what we need to do is make sure that those triangles or the design surface is coincident with our design. So I'll just bring up the reference file dialog box, and I've already attached that model. If I turn it on, we can see that those triangles are coincident with our design. We'll turn that back off. And what we'll do now, we'll create a beam. And we'll just use the default values while we're creating the beam, just to keep it simple. So we go to our Create Beam tab, hit the Process button, and what we have to do is identify the beam center line. And we can see the beam's being created. Let's rotate it around and have a look at it in 3D. You can see the 3D beam there. And the beam is there in wireframe view. And we can see the main components: a taper plate, a top plate, a bearing, and a bottom plate. What I'll do now, just change the view presentation to transparent modeling. And we can see that gives us a different presentation of the beam. So that's all we've tried to achieve with this overview. More details will follow.